first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
60 Vikings, 6, hey smash. 79 Broncos.
Throwing to start the drive. Sharp. Over the middle, complete. It's stumped. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now a 3rd and 6.
Come 19. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Giants at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And that is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And I'm not sure if we got a little sloppy with the mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Off play action. Sharp. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 13 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
It's set.
30 from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
50 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Purdy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now Hightower. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go again with Hightower. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get set.
Here's Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run with Hightower. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Purdy on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Get set. Watch out. Go on.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on first down. That is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
70. Ready. 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Sharp. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison. 6.
Up the middle they go. Stockton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sharp. He finds his man complete. That's stopped. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun. Sharp. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 55-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Again, that's Watkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Ready? Check, Panther. Go. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
70 Lions. 19 Lions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Deputy, go.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Check, smash, check, check. Bronco 80, Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready,
Operating from the gun. Sharp. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rocket.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively and offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They can't hear it no more. Spin it to the man, can't feel it no more. Don't feel it no more. You were jumping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding the wave, but now you're doing no shore. What's it used to be a fix when you're inside?
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Warriors 70. 19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Given 16 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he was looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. Top 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stockton. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Sharp. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they have up the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hands up, hands up.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Hightower. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Watkins in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
18, watch out. Yellow.
On the carry, it's Hightower. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And the 49er, first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. It's Cruz. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Stockton. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19, Viking 18. Let go.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Second and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's fourth down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hightower. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
On first down, Hightower. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Niners on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Liking 18.
And they take a knee.
Two. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the 49ers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.